HBCU in trouble. That's right, talking shit, getting clicks, original podcast, and I am Mo 3 times, and these are the me episodes. Let's get it. Right, I'm Mo 3 times, and this man is Ed Reed, and this is HBCU in trouble, and I already know if you watched the previous show, HBCU later, you know we're going to be talking about football, historically black colleges, and some of the challenges that our NFL greats are going over. They're going over to defeat these challenges in HBCUs, and there has been a lot of frustration. This coming from Ed Reed. Check it out.
Want change around here.
You saw the front of the building.
Terrible.
This the back of the building. They working on the front of the building. This the same people said, we gonna help you build what you want. How I'm gonna believe you, man? How I'm gonna believe them? Didn't I tell you I don't trust nobody? I'm coming over giving them the same passion and they smiling and laughing in my thing. Funny? We gonna ride through the fence that they ain't fixed the fence. We about to ride through this fence. This ain't even football side. This ain't even the football side. And y'all talking about Madden at my Uncle Prime. Y'all mad at Dion, mad at Prime. This shit is every HBCU. Bro, we riding through the fence. This is track, bro. This is track. This is what they practice on. It's a straightaway. This is intramural field. You can't practice on this. These kids got this to work with. Trash. Yeah, I'm showing it. At this point, I gotta show this. I'm not even the head coach. Congratulations. Man, I should go my ass home. I said I should. I ain't. It ain't happening. Cause of that lady right there. Cause of her right there. Miss Mary, you see her with the cane? Coach Kane. That's what you call me. Coach Kane is who I am. Don't cry. Do something. Y'all see these buildings right here? You see these buildings right here? Y'all see these buildings right here? This corner? Y'all see this right here? This here? This shit is abandoned right here. They're hoarding trash in this shit. All this right here is trash. From this corner all the way right here is trash. You understand me? Man, mutt your ass off here, man. What you talking about? I ain't mutt nobody. I'm trying to fix shit. What you doing? I told you somebody ain't gonna like it, bro. I told you somebody wasn't gonna like it. Do something about it, man. Come help us clean this shit up. I could have been mutting and showing shit. I chose not to. But now I'm out here walking with the football team, picking up trash. But I'm mutting us. Man, get out of here, man. I should leave. I'm not even under contract doing this. I'm mutting us? Man, get out of here, man. They mutt me. These motherfuckers ain't even clean my goddamn office when I got here. I'm mutting y'all? Get your ass, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. All this shit here was trash in front of me. Who you think got this shit cleared out? That building right there got trash in it. It's trash. What are you talking about? Need no god donors to come out and help out, because people just want money. That's why I don't fuck with social network. Fuck out of here, man.
You just heard a NFL Hall of Famer vent. He seemed very, 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 very frustrated. He seemed extremely frustrated he showed a fence that you could drive through that maybe looked like students were using as a shortcut. We've seen this. I've seen this. I've seen these type of things. Kids want a shortcut, so they make themselves a shortcut, but no one ever fixed it. Ed Reed shows land that he had cleared of trash. He's showing buildings that are holding rubbish, buildings that could be used for coaches' offices, for study spots, for internet cafes, spaces that could be used for action. And they're being used as junkyards. You know, people were calling Deion Sanders a sellout for leaving JSU and going to Colorado State University. They were calling him a sellout. But the biggest thing that I saw was that, hey, Ed Reed is basically bitching and complaining about the same things Deion Sanders was bitching and complaining about. He even referred to Deion as his uncle. If you know anything about Deion Sanders and Ed Reed, you know that Ed Reed went to the University of Miami, and that Deion went to a rival called Florida State, Bobby Bowden style. They used to be very, very, both of them, great teams. They're from rival schools in Florida, and they talk. Like, isn't it obvious that Ed Reed and Deion Sanders would have a conversation before Ed Reed took the job at Bethune-Cookman College? That he would have had a conversation with Deion Sanders and kind of understood what he was getting to. So Deion left a SWAC conference school and he's gone to the Pac-12. He's gone to Colorado University. They have better infrastructure. And only thing he has to do now is coach football. He doesn't have to raise funds. He doesn't have to collect water. He doesn't have to build practice fields. All the things that would be entrusted to the school, Deion Sanders was doing that at JSU, using his own funds to get that football team off the ground. And it seems like Ed Reed is going to have to do the same exact thing. And that's where you see the frustration. He should be concerned with football. But did you see that practice track field?
This is what they practice on. It's a straightaway.
Like, the only thing you can practice is high jump, maybe pole vault if they have pole vaulting, whatever you want to do in a field exit. You can throw a discus out there in that intramural field or a shot put or something like that. But running, you can't run the 200. You can't run the 400. You can't run any relays. Only thing you can do is run the 50-meter dash and the 100-meter dash.
This is what they practice on. It's a straightaway.
Maybe some 110 hurdles. They might have space on that track for it because it's a straightaway. That is what these kids who are athletes going to Bethune-Cookman College have to use as a practice facility. It's interesting because I went and checked to see, you know, the most notable alumni for Bethune-Cookman College. And before I go there, Bethune-Cookman College is named after. So Mary Jane McLeod Bethune was an American educator, philanthropist, humanitarian, womanist, and civil rights activist. She was born in July 1875 in Maysville, South Carolina, and she died May 18th, 1955 in Daytona Beach, Florida. She is the founder of Bethune-Cookman University. She is a national civil rights pioneer and activist, and also a champion of African-American women's rights and advancement. She also was an advisor to presidents of the United States. Also the first in her family not to be born into slavery. That's right. She became one of the most influential women of her generation. This is the namesake of the school. And here we go again. And really, this is dedicated to those guys out there that said Deion was a sellout. We're talking about Hall of Famers that didn't originally even attend black colleges or universities, who attended primarily white institutions, who excelled there, went to the NFL, got their fame, got their money on and their fame on. And in retirement, decided to reach back into the community, specifically taking their talents to bolster the football programs of historically black colleges, universities. And damn, He's a Hall of Famer. You couldn't even clean his office out before he got there? He's picking up trash. The most notable people, most of them that come from Bethune-Cookman are athletes. Mostly football players. Yeah, mostly football players. And this is what he has to deal with. And you could see him mentioning in the comments like, hey, you know, blah, blah, blah. I told you people were going to be mad.
I told you somebody ain't gonna like it, bro. I told you somebody wasn't gonna like it. Do something about it, man. Come help us clean this up.
And then you see a lady putting crying emojis, and he's like, don't cry, come help. Help. There's no reason in the world. Let me tell you something. If you get the gift to have the football mind of a Deion Sanders or an Ed Reed come to your football program to try to resurrect it and bring it to national prominence and put it on a national stage in the national spotlight, and you can't clean his office?
These motherfuckers ain't even clean my goddamn office when I got here.
Or you can't just pick up trash?
Who you think got this shit cleared out?
That's insane. You know what I enjoy about Ed Reed, though? And there's going to be a lot of people saying he's talking shit. He's letting out, inside business or information or anything he's trying to bring. He's shedding light on things that happen at these schools. It's just a money chase. He said at the moment they didn't need donors, but he's saying that after he just got done picking up a pile of trash. No, you don't need a donor out there picking up trash. What you do need a donor is out there looking at that intramural field, at that place where the track team practices, at the football facilities, seeing what they can do to bolster. It is a shame to see that these institutions, it is disheartening to see these institutions failing these coaches. Deion winning championships at Jackson State University under those odds? We're not just talking about recruiting. We're not just talking about, a defunct practice facility. But for Deion to coach these young men, hold on. See, the only reason why I'm talking about Deion is because Ed Reed hasn't started as a coach yet, right? So right now I'm talking about Deion because Ed Reed has not started as a coach. But I'm also talking about Deion because Ed Reed is coaching in the same conference that Deion had coached in, at the same type of school that Deion had coached in, that has major issues in infrastructure, finances, and student living. And he is expected to come there and not only transform the football team, but by proxy, transform the entire school. That is something Deion didn't. Deion ain't signed up to bring clean water to Mississippi. Deion didn't sign up to bring a new practice facility to Mississippi. Deion signed up to coach football. And in coaching football, because he's such a thorough ass person, he decided to say, hey, in order for us to compete, in order for our students to feel good about themselves walking out on that field, guys, you guys are looking raggedy. We're going to find somebody to get you some suits so you can look like a team when you're going out there. When you're going to away games, when you step off the bus, you guys are going to have blazers and slacks on and not. So when you step off the bus, you don't have, like, one guy has on some Nike Tech, the other guy has on some Burberry, the other guy has on, this. You guys can get off the plane or the bus looking like a football team. These are just basic things. Ed Reed and Deion Sanders did not have the basic necessities to go to the school and make it functional. There is the fact that he has to go in there and basically it's unfair that both of these guys have to go to a school and not only change the culture of a football team, but the entire university. And not just the culture, but also the infrastructure. I digress though, because after the rant, Ed Reed had to apologize. Let's check that out. So here it is. In regards to my social media and comments about the university, staff, and other institutions, I would like to sincerely apologize to all BCU staff, students, and alumni for my lack of professionalism. My language and tone were unacceptable as a father, coach, and leader. My passion for our culture, betterment, and bringing our foundation up got the best of me, and I fell victim while engaging with antagonists on social media as well. I am fully aware of hardworking folks at our school who are also fighting to make things better and more financially sound. I am encouraged from my communication with my AD and our administration and understand it's a work in progress. My passion is about getting and doing better, and that goes for me too. And that's what he said. Yeah, do y'all know who this man's AD is? And when I say AD, I mean athletic director. You wanna know? Wanna know who it is? Okay, let me tell you. Reginald Theus is an American basketball coach and former player. He played 13 seasons in the NBA, where he was a two-time NBA All-Star. He's also the head men's basketball coach at Bethune-Cookman, aka the Wildcats. And he also doubles as the athletic director. So when Ed Reed is going off and mentioning the athletic director, he is talking about Reggie motherfucking Theus. I don't know, regard me, guys. Yeah, he's talking about Reggie Theus. So I bring this up because this is some things that I want to talk about, all right? What are we going to do here? You got a hole in a gate where you can drive. Ed is complaining about a hole in the fence that he asked to be fixed. He wanted a hole in the fence repaired, and they couldn't do that. The campus was littered with trash, which he picked up.
Who you think got this shit cleared out?
He's already shown us buildings that were packed with garbage.
All this right here is trash. From this corner all the way right here.
Buildings that could be used for student welfare, for studying, meeting spots. They're holding garbage. You know, when Deion went to Jackson State, he said that he looked at everything and he would tell people that, hey, I know your kid, no, he's not on my football team, but your child goes to school with my child and these kids deserve more. Not just the football players, but everybody. So he worked on housing. He worked on these kids getting food. He worked on facilities, not just for the football team, but for the entire school. And now they're expecting Ed Reed to come and do the same. And like, part of me, now that we're here and seeing Ed Reed, and we don't hear that much about Eddie George at Tennessee State University right now. We're not hearing much about Eddie George with any issues. We don't see him ranting. We don't see him going to other colleges like Deion did. But I'm sure they all got together and they all, voiced their frustration and vented about, the things that they're seeing at historically black colleges and universities and the trials and tribulations that come with being a coach, the challenges that come with being a coach at one of these severely underfunded universities. One thing I do give up for Ed Reed is that he was extremely frustrated, and you could see his attitude and what made him a great football player. In part that he said, you could see that he was utterly pissed. He was through. That's what it sounded like to me. But he also brought himself back and said, nah, I'm not going to quit. He's up for a challenge. He wants a challenge. The great ones always do.
Congratulations. Man, I should go my ass home. I said I should. I ain't.
So, much love to Ed Reed. Much love to Bethune-Cookman College. And I hope they get it together. I really do. Because right now, if you're asking me, historically black colleges and universities are fumbling the fucking bag. Let the children sing. They are fumbling the bag. Do you know how much? Oh man, all right. Or hear me out. Hear me out. it could be that Ed Reed is trying to take the Deion route. Hey, you know what? I'll hang out for 3 or 4 years. I'll learn this college system, coach these kids to a couple championships, recruit a couple big names, and then hell, my ticket from a big, well-known, financially great school will call me, and I am going to get a $30 million contract. That could definitely be in his head. I wouldn't put it past these guys. Ed Reed said, I don't trust nobody. We don't trust nobody. But I think it's bigger than that. At the end of the day, yeah, it's possible. But nah, I don't think so. Not Ed Reed, not Prime. They have dough. All right, so last year, Bethune-Cookman College went 2-9. They went 2-9. They went 2-6 in their conference. They are on a 4-game losing streak. They're 1-3 at home, 1-5 away, and 0-1 on neutral sites. My final words for Ed Reed is that yes, you know, I get your frustration. You vented. You saw some stuff that you didn't like. I know you've already spoken to Deion. I know you've probably already spoken to Eddie George. I know you have spoken with Reggie Theus about what's expected of you and the challenges that you have to overcome. And I know once you get on that ground and you start looking around and you see that, hey, man, trash on the ground? They couldn't clean this up. They presented this office to me and it just looked like a trash can. We got buildings in there that could be housing students, staff, faculty that we could be using for good. And guess what? They're holding trash. The track students don't have a full complete track to practice on. Deion Sanders and Ed Reed, I know in Florida State, the football players, most of like the defensive backs and the backs had to run track. I'm pretty sure they did the same thing at University of Miami where Ed Reed attended. They don't even have a full track. So by the look of the facilities, the way that they were, oh man, you got a Hall of Fame legend visiting your school. You're hiring him because you just saw what Deion was able to do for Jackson State University. Increase attendance, increase money, increase prestige, increase wins, get championships. You saw all those things that he did, and it didn't occur to you to damn that you were in a lucky position to have an NFL great Hall of Famer coaching your team. You gave him the raggedy office.
These motherfuckers ain't even clean my goddamn office when I got here.
He showed up and there were not holes, voids in the field that's supposed to, you know, keep people off of the practice fields. Surrounded by trash, debris, litter. Is this how we're doing? So right now, when they say that they're going back to help out, I'm going to respect that. I'm not even going to question them. Because I saw Deion go back and he helped out and he sacrificed and then he got his bag. Hopefully Bethune-Cookman College gets their head out of their ass and realizes that, yo, you got a gym right here. And when I say a gym, I don't mean working out. I mean, you got a diamond. You got emeralds, rubies, sapphires. All right. Ed Reed, Bethune-Cookman College. Yo, everything. Check us out. We do the call-in live show Thursdays at 7:30. Our call-in line is 313-825-5557. That's right, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live, 313-825-5557. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. As we talk that shit, get those clicks. I am Mo 3 times. I appreciate you for your time. Thank you. Peace. HBCU in trouble. Ed Reed vents. And you've been watching Talking Shit, getting clicks, the Me episodes with your boy Mo 3 times. Let your children sing.